Bettina Ortiz Mena was not accustomed to waiting. A former Miss Venezuela and Miss Universe runner-up, of course the exceedingly bronze strawberry blonde was these days the wife of Miami Auto Parts tycoon Herman Ortiz Mena. And at every restaurant she chose to grace with her presence, she was always greeted with reverence and whisked to the exact table she desired. Today she wanted the corner table on the terrace at Sip Sip, her favorite lunch spot on Harbor Islands. She wanted to sit on the comfy orange canvas director's chairs and stare out gently at the lapping turquoise waters, eating her kale Caesar salad, but there was a large, noisy group taking up the entire terrace, and they didn't seem in much hurry to leave. Bettina fumed as she glared at the tourists happily savoring their lunch in the sun. Look how tacky they were, the women overly tanned, wrinkled and saggy, none of them properly lifted or botoxed. She felt like walking up to their table and handing out her dermatologist business cards. And the men were even worse, dressed in all rumpled in shirts and shorts, wearing those cheap straw hats sold at the trinket shop on Domoa Street. Why did such people have to come here? Bettina, mad and angry, went into the kitchen looking for Julie, a pixie-cut blonde manning the main stove, asking for why their prime spot that was reserved for her is now manned by people such tacky and unfashionable. As soon as she finds her, she says that she has been waiting for 15 minutes for her table. Julie then explained that they have been first in that table and she cannot do anything. Julie then explained to Bettina that the tourists that she was mad at were actually the Duke of Glencora, and their boat can be seen moored off at the port outside the restaurant. Bettina then said that she is not impressed by their big boats. She rather was impressed by the people with big titles. From the kitchen window, she surveyed the party assembled on the terrace with new eyes. Those British artiso types were such strange breed. Sure, they had their Savile Row suits and their heirloom tiaras, but when they traveled, they looked painfully frumpy. Bettina then noticed men in fitted shirts on a table looking out without eating. She was triggered by this, since all of the people in that island were all billionaires and security like this is almost not needed. Julie then proceeds to tell Bettina that those were actually the men or bodyguards of the Duke's special guests that did the whole sweep of the table at the restaurant before the party arrived. Julie then pointed at the end of the table where a Chinese man sat. Bettina looked at the man. He was a 70-something Asian man wearing nondescript clothes, and she commented if she should have known who he was. Bettina commented that he looked like their chauffeur. Julie then said that that chauffeur is actually one of the most powerful man in Asia. Hearing this, Bettina once again asked what his name was, for his name was Alfred Chan.